it just didn't turn out to what I was expecting with my permanent try-ons. A lot more detail that has to go into this, and it fucking sucks. That was me 1 year ago, going in for my wax try-ins after 15 months that I was with my immediate dentures. Now keep in mind, this November, that just passed, November 23rd, I made my 2nd year anniversary after getting my 26 teeth extracted. Whew. I just look at that video and it makes me cringe. Because it's like, wow. When I thought that I was like really having those immediates in my mouth, like, you know, like a pro, no. I still had the monkey mouth going on. I still had a heavy lisp. I mean, they were enormous in my mouth. And I navigated them for 15 months. So my point to this is that when I went in for my wax try-ins, it came out horrible, okay? Because I went back, I think, mid-January. And when I went to see what they were going to look like, it was making me look really toothless. And I felt so devastated. So in that video, I'm kind of complaining about what I was told about being patient. And of course, you know, when you're in that process of getting half your face gone, you know, with losing all your teeth, you're not going to feel patient, especially when you are 15 months waiting in immediate dentures that are fitting you so big and you're still trying to navigate them to stay in your mouth. So having my permanents coming out, they were like really small. The teeth on top, like if I had like a resting bitch face, you wouldn't see no top teeth, you know? So it looked like I sort of had like an underbite because you just see, you know, my lower teeth, not my tops. So it was so aggravating. And, you know, I had to keep in mind also that if you don't speak up and you don't let them know in a good way, of course, because you want to always have your communication with your dentist and you want to try to have this relationship with them where they are understanding and you're understanding of their work as well. Because again, this is a very tedious process. This is not just like, you know, a cosmetic fix and you're out the door and you have an amazing smile. No, these are things that you have to navigate. We have to learn muscle control. We have to learn, you know, our tongue is a strong muscle that can control these things. So as you adapt with these prosthetics in our mouth, you know, you will get the drift of it. But again, I always say, you cannot let these things wear you. You got to wear them. So you got to make it work. There's so many products, so many adhesives. I know that a lot of people are not for adhesives, but it is what it is. If you're not in implants, you're going to have to look into adhesive once in a blue moon or just to navigate what you got going on. And if you want to have a successful denture journey, I suggest you use a little bit of adhesive. If you're a pro or you're a veteran in this, you do as you please. But again, you will find what works for you. You're always going to find your own rhythm. There are so many and too many denturers right now. Lots of support, lots of different advice. But again, we can only give so much advice. You just have to find what's going to work for you. And you will. You will definitely get there. At first, you're going to feel you're going to feel very, really stuck. Like, am I ever going to get through this? Am I ever going to, you know, gain my smile back and feel confident again, knowing that I'm in these dentures? Yes, you will. I promise you. Okay, I promise you, you will. If you are consistent, you have good standards with your dentist and a very good relationship with them, communicate as much as you can, and do not, guys, listen to me clearly, okay? Do not, this is what I did, going in for my perms when I wasn't happy. I didn't sign that paper because I felt like, we're not going to be walking around toothless with a prosthetic in my mouth. I'll be damned, you know? Like, there's no way. But my dentist, he heard me. He took more notes. And remember, when I was going to my dentist, same dental place, but there was 3 different dentists, okay? So in between those 15 months of me going, you know, in my dental journey as I started it, I had 3 different dentists that were working with my wax try-ins for my perms. So that kind of played a role. And you also have to keep in mind that even when the dentist is making notes on what you want done with your teeth, when they ask you questions like, what color do you want? What do you want them to look like? You know, keep in mind that these notes are not only is the dentist writing it down, but when they go to the lab, that paperwork is going into different people's hands, unless the dentist is making the denture, you know, the dentures himself. That's a different story. But if they're going to a lab, they're going through different hands. So you got to keep that in mind as well. And you just have to trust the process, but be very open-minded, communicate, be your best advocate, speak up for yourself. When you're not happy with something, you have to let them know when you're not happy. And do not sign off if your insurance is covering your dentures. do not sign off until you're fully satisfied. When you go back for your next wax try-in, like I did, December 8th was when I did my wax try-in, and then I think I went back like probably mid-December to January, around there. It was so many visits back and forth, I can't remember. But I do remember that after I went in, you know, to see what they were going to look like, I was so unhappy. So I spoke up. I never signed the papers. And then when I went back in January, almost February, I believe it was, they were amazing. I was so content. I was so happy. I was like, this is what I was talking about. Like, I just felt like that smile, it belonged to me, okay? And they listened to me. And again, you got to have good communication. Be patient, okay? Because that was like the main word that I could not deal with, and I couldn't stand it. But again, you got to trust the process, okay? Trust the process. Trust that your face is adapting to something so foreign, so brand new. But it does get easier. It's never going to feel like your biological teeth. Let's keep this in mind, okay? They're never going to feel like your biological teeth. I would never say that lie, because that is a lie. The only thing I will say to you is that you get very used to them. They kind of become you, you know? You don't let them wear you. You wear them. You rock them babies. You make it work for you, okay? So this is just a little flashback of my little trial and error while I was going for my permanent dentures. So I hope this is helpful to all my new denturers that was on board and coming along on their journey, who started following me, didn't follow me, or you just found me, or you're just on your journey and you're looking for support and some help. We are all here for you. So any denturer that is on TikTok, it's mainly for support. Okay, there's a lot of communication, there's a lot of education, there is a lot of people who are sharing their journey, and they have come so far, and you are not alone. That's my point. So hopefully this video can be helpful to anyone on this journey, and be patient with yourself, trust the process, okay? And do not sign until you are super satisfied with your wax try-in. Do not sign that paper if your insurance is covering your dentures. Please keep that in mind. And also, be your best advocate. Because if you are not your best advocate, no one else will be, okay? You gotta speak up for yourself. Do a lot of research. Gain some knowledge from what you're about to face, which is losing your teeth if you're on this journey. And don't be afraid. I know it's normal to be scared, because I was terrified. And, you know, I'm not going to say I was like a big warrior. Like, absolutely not. I was terrified. You know, I mourned. I even mourned my teeth. I mourned my teeth for like maybe 9 months into my journey. You know, I still sometimes miss my teeth. Not when they were bad, but when they were still healthy, you know. And there's a part of me and they're gone. But life goes on. And there's just ways to get your smile back. Whether the dentures or implants, whatever your situation is, there's always a resolution, okay? You just got to be on it. Don't keep teeth that are not healthy in your body. When they need out, they need out, all right? I hope this was helpful, guys. I'll stay in touch with you all with more content. Bye, guys.